Greetings, Geeslings. Geesian Prime here with my review of One Piece Chapter 864. Crap, what was it called? Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. The title is inconsequential. But, really wasn't expecting this until at least later in the week. Happy we got it. But anyway, let's get into it. Everyone present notices the picture is now broken, and Brook reveals his face in almost a gruesome manner for the guests that are present. He just rips it apart, and they thought it was his skin. Very funny moment. And he was crying. It's like, but this is the way I look. And, you know, it's like a funny little thing. Judge is surprised by the lengths that the Straw Hats are going to go now that he's seeing it all to save Sanji, which even goes a little further later on how surprised the whole situation is to him anyway. But the Charlotte siblings now plan to kill the Straw Hats in order to prevent a riot, and I can only assume to also kind of calm Big Mom down, because she's in a confused, shocked state given all that's just going on, you know, the photo, the cake. I think there was something else, but I forget. I don't have it in my notes. Pudding takes a shot at Sanji. It misses. This shows that her true nature is still evil aligned, so there may be no redemption for her. She does state that it's like she's deceived countless other people. And then Sanji comes back with a quip, and it's like, oh, it was one of those also yourself? And she's just so pissed off. And then in comes her older brother. Well, I guess he's almost everybody's older brother at this point. The third son, Charlotte Daifuku, which is apparently like a sweet mochi, I forget. But, can also mean something else, but the name reasoning doesn't matter. What does matter is that he has a devil fruit power. He like rubs his stomach and everything, and he has like a belt buckle, and then the steam comes out. He has the Hoya fruit. He's a lamp man, so he produces a smoke genie that has like a giant. I want to say scimitar, but that's a sword. It's like the bladed staffs or spears. But anyway, I'm sure someone in the comments probably knows weaponry better than I do. I know Helbert. I think that's it, right? But yeah, he comes in. He actually fights Sanji for a split second, which knocks Sanji back. So he might actually be stronger than Sanji, though Sanji was a little not so in the mood for a fight at that moment. But, so yeah, Daifuku denounces Pudding as a good-for-nothing, and he's just gonna kill Sanji himself. So yeah, while all this is going on, you got Caesar in the mirror world. He's carrying around Brûlée in a backpack, and she's like, it's like, leave me out of this and all this stuff, and he's just hating all of it. But then let's see here. Oh yeah, Capone, as an act, pins down Luffy with a gun to his head, and Luffy's obviously surprised. It's like, what the hell? It's like, we were friends, or, you know, allies. And I was like, it's all an act, you idiot. It's so that he is the head of security, so it would arouse suspicions, and he wants to prevent that at all costs, given that the plan has not been fully executed yet. During a fight with Pedro, Oven, who is the fourth Charlotte sibling, the fourth son, his powers are revealed to be the Netsu, a heat devil fruit power. So, which I think is a power that we got, let's see, Where was it? I think it was right before they started, right after Thriller Bark. Or during, I can't remember. The placement of the arc. It was a short one. And it was like a evil syndicate family, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I don't remember it anyway. But like the leader of the family had a heat devil fruit power. I wonder if this is a reused devil fruit. I mean, there can only be so many different powers, especially when you start going into those kind of elemental states. So yeah. Anyway, so he's got a heat power, which goes along with his name Oven. So, and a lot of them do kind of have names that are associated with their devil fruit powers, kind of. But anyway, Big Mom's confusion is, she's just not sure what to be mad about. You know, between the cake and, crap, I've already said this stuff and I can't even remember what it is now, but, so her scream has not occurred yet, which is obviously a big flaw in the plan, given that this is already 3 seconds in. As it's stated by Nami, who her group is actually still hiding inside the remains of the cake. So, yeah. Also, kind of a weird turn of events in the regard of character. Judge, who is now fully aware of the situation his family is in, they are surrounded. He knows they've been betrayed by the Charlotte family. It's like, why, Big Mom? It's like, tell me why. Well, she's off in a stupor almost, so she's not going to tell you shit. So it's actually Perospero who tells him, and it's like, yeah, this is how it's going to be. Do you, like, ask a cow before you slaughter it and turn it into steak on your plate? No. So you will become our flesh and blood. So that was just kind of creepy as all hell, given that Perospero has kind of a pedophilia kind of spin of him. So, yeah. Adds to the creep factor. But, yeah. But anyway, Judge is actually crying because of the betrayal. Which, in kind of a funny turn of events, you know, his 3 sons at the table, they're just laughing about the whole situation, and he's like, why do you guys not, you know, it's like, what caused you to be this way? Why are you acting so weird? And the most ironic thing ever is that Reiju's thinking in her mind, it's because of you. You modified their minds and took away their hearts and emotion. So you made them what they are. Irony. It's a dish best served cold in this regard, isn't it? But anyway, Brooke proposes to Capone and Luffy that they show Big Mom the photo again, or at least what's left of it. But Katakuri rushes in, and Capone says that, like, he apparently saw a horrific future. So, who knows what that is. He was like white as a sheet, apparently, so can't really tell that when you're just looking at a black and white manga, though. Anyway, while this is going on, Capone orders everyone, you know, amongst the Alliance there, to equip the earplugs known as, it doesn't matter, which then alerts some of the Charlotte siblings to his betrayal. And then finally, Katakuri orders Capone to kill Luffy, but he refuses, saying while Katakuri can see a little bit into the future, everyone has the same power to change it. Very powerful statement. It reminds me of Doc Brown at the end of the Back to the Future trilogy. It's like, what does this mean, Doc? It's like, is this still going to happen? It's like, is our future going to be like this forever? And it's like, no one's future has been written yet. It's like, you always have the power to change it, or something like that. The exact quote escapes me. But anyway, the future can always be changed. But yeah, so overall, this was a good chapter. While I won't give it a 5, I will give it a 4.5. Because I was expecting the scream. I mean, the whole Big Mom thing, her acting out of just aloof, kind of took me by surprise. I mean, who was expecting that? But I was figuring the photo would have more of an impact by this point, but it hasn't. But given the situation and the reasonings of why she's confused, it makes sense, I guess. But anyway, I like that we finally got to meet more of the Charlotte siblings. That was a big plus in this chapter, because of the fact that, I mean, they've just kind of been thrown at us. Some of them have been given names and no full Oda boxes or anything, but now we're starting to get to know them. So I can only assume that Sanji will probably be fighting one of them. I don't know who. He could be fighting Katakuri for Katakuri wanting to kill him, or Daifuku for the same reason. He wants to kill him. So that could be an interesting pair up with either one of them. But yeah, overall I enjoyed the chapter. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Keechlings, roll out.